Confidence isn't the loudest voice in the room. It isn't flexing, pleasing, or chasing attention. Real confidence is quiet power, the steady presence that doesn't need to prove itself. It's calm, grounded, and unshaken by criticism or chaos. It doesn't demand eyes, it simply earns them. We live in a world obsessed with noise. The loudest wins, the flashiest trends rise, and silence is often mistaken for weakness. But the truth is, the people who change the atmosphere of a room rarely have to raise their voices. They have learned something most never do. Power that is controlled is 10 times stronger than power that is performed. That's what dangerous confidence is, not aggression, not arrogance, but composure, the kind that cannot be faked. In this journey, you will learn to build that kind of strength from the inside out, to silence self-doubt, control emotion, detach from outcomes, and stand so steady that no opinion can shake your direction. This is not about pretending. This is about becoming. Chapter 1. Stop explaining yourself. One of the quietest ways people drain their confidence is by over-explaining. You apologize for existing, justify your choices, and soften your boundaries. All because you fear being misunderstood. You're late, and instead of a simple, "thank you for waiting," you hand over a 5-minute story about traffic and alarms. Someone questions your decision, and you rush to defend it as though your worth depends on their approval. Every extra sentence sends the same message. I need you to agree with me before I can feel okay. Confident people don't live in apology mode. They are not rude, but they are clear. They know that truth does not require an essay. They speak once, briefly, and let silence carry the weight. A simple, "No, that doesn't work for me," or "This is what I've decided," is enough. The pause that follows might feel uncomfortable at first, but in that silence, your authority grows. Each time you resist the urge to justify, you remind yourself, my decisions stand on their own. Stop chasing understanding. Start choosing clarity. When you no longer explain every choice, your voice gains gravity, and people start listening twice before interrupting it. Chapter 2. Master the inner voice. Every conversation you have in life is filtered through one voice, the one that lives in your mind. It is either your greatest weapon or your most relentless enemy. If it whispers, "You're not enough," you'll enter every room already shrinking. But if it reminds you, "I can handle this," your shoulders lift, your breath steadies, and the world feels different. Your brain believes repetition. Say, "I can't" long enough, and your body obeys. Say, "I will figure this out," and your focus sharpens. Confidence isn't built in applause. It's built in private repetition. The words you feed yourself become the boundaries of your potential. Replace "I always fail" with "I learn faster every time." Replace "I'm not ready" with "I'm ready to grow." And watch how your energy follows your language. At first it feels forced, then natural, then automatic. That's how belief is rewired, through consistent, disciplined self-talk. Speak to yourself the way a good coach speaks to an athlete. Firm, encouraging, honest. Every morning whisper 3 truths. I respect myself. I can handle what comes. I move forward without permission. Say them until your nerves believe you. Because confidence begins where self-doubt runs out of oxygen. Chapter 3. Build respect. Before confidence. You cannot feel powerful if you don't first respect yourself. Without respect, confidence is just performance. A costume that unravels under pressure. Self-respect is built through the small, unglamorous moments. Keeping promises to yourself, protecting your focus, and refusing what drains your peace. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you start. Say no when your gut whispers no. Each small act says, I can trust myself. That trust becomes inner solidity. Certainty grows out of it. And certainty is what confidence is made of. You treat people you respect differently. You listen. You value their time. You trust their choices. So ask yourself, do you treat yourself the same way? Do you dismiss your own needs, overcommit, or let others cross your boundaries? Confidence doesn't start with posture or tone. It starts with the quiet decision that my standards are non-negotiable. And the more you live by that code, the less approval you'll ever need. Chapter 4. Kill the need for approval. Approval feels good, but dependency on it kills your power. When your peace depends on applause, you'll bend your shape to please whoever claps the loudest. And the moment their hands stop, your worth collapses. Confident people appreciate praise, but their self-respect isn't rented from it. They measure themselves by alignment, not attention. They know that being liked by everyone means you stood for nothing. So learn to stand alone sometimes. Say no without the safety net of explanation. Post your work without obsessing over response. Walk away from conversations that cheapen your energy. At first, people may call it arrogance. Later, they'll call it strength. Because the world eventually respects what it cannot control. Approval can be given and taken away. Integrity, once built, is permanent. Build that, protect that, and watch your confidence turn from performance into peace. Chapter 5. Respond. With silence, not emotion. One of the greatest tests of confidence is how little you react. Anyone can speak loudly. Few can stay quiet under pressure. When you remain calm while others rush to anger, you communicate something that no outburst ever could. I am in control. Silence unnerves people because they can't read it. They expect defense, justification, argument. Chapter 4. Kill the need for approval. Approval feels good, but dependency on it kills your power. When your peace depends on applause, you'll bend your shape to please whoever claps the loudest. And the moment their hands stop, your worth collapses. Confident people appreciate praise, but their self-respect isn't rented from it. They measure themselves by alignment, not attention. They know that being liked by everyone means you stood for nothing. So learn to stand alone sometimes. Say no without the safety net of explanation. Post your work without obsessing over response. Walk away from conversations that cheapen your energy. At first, people may call it arrogance. Later, they'll call it strength. Because the world eventually respects what it cannot control. Approval can be given and taken away. Integrity, once built, is permanent. Build that, protect that, and watch your confidence turn from performance into peace. And when they meet composure, they lose rhythm. That's real authority. You don't need to win every verbal battle. You need to conserve your energy for the wars that matter. Every unnecessary reaction is a leak in your strength. Respond only when response serves a purpose. Speak less, mean more. When you finally do open your mouth, your words will carry the weight of a hammer because everyone in the room knows you don't waste them. Chapter 6. Let your body speak. First, before a single word leaves your mouth, your body has already spoken. Every gesture, every pause, every movement communicates something. Your walk reveals your certainty. Your posture announces your presence. Your eyes tell the truth your words might hide. Confidence is not just heard, it's seen. It's in the way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you take up space without apology. When you enter a room, don't rush. Don't announce yourself with noise. Let your stillness speak first. Pause at the doorway. Breathe once. Step in slowly, not to dominate, but to belong. When your body moves with calm certainty, your mind follows. Your physiology rewires your psychology. Sit tall and your thoughts lift with you. Breathe deeply and your emotions slow down to match your rhythm. People will forget your words, but they'll remember how they felt in your presence. That feeling is what body language creates. And the most confident people are those who control it without effort. They don't fidget, they don't shrink, and they don't rush to fill silence. They know presence isn't created by speaking more. It's created by standing still and owning the air around you. Your body is always teaching your mind something. When you slouch, your mind believes you're small. When you avoid eye contact, your confidence retreats. But when you move with composure, you tell yourself, I belong here. And that belief, repeated through posture, becomes your reality. Chapter 7. Stop reacting, start leading. Most people live in reaction mode. Something happens and they respond. Someone criticizes them and they defend. Someone praises them and they light up. Someone disrespects them and they explode. They are emotional puppets, their strings pulled by every event around them. But leaders, true leaders, don't react. They set the tone. They walk into chaos and bring order simply by being steady. Before you enter any situation, decide your energy in advance. I will remain calm. I will be clear. I will not rush. That single decision changes everything. When someone challenges you, pause before you speak. That 1 second pause is power, the difference between emotion and mastery. Ask yourself, what outcome do I want here? Then respond in a way that serves that outcome, not your ego. Reactivity gives away control. Composure takes it back. The reactive person tries to win the moment. The confident one plays for the long game. They know that every conversation, every meeting, every argument isn't about proving who's right. It's about preserving self-command. Because once you lose your calm, you lose the game. You cannot lead others until you can lead yourself. And self-leadership begins with emotional discipline, the ability to pause, breathe, and choose your next move no matter how loud the world becomes. That is the foundation of dangerous confidence. Chapter 8. Embrace discomfort until it feels normal. Confidence isn't born in comfort. It's built in the heat of discomfort, in the awkward moments, the rejections, the doubts, and the fears you face head-on. Discomfort is not punishment, it's preparation. Every time you do something that scares you, you gain evidence, proof that you can survive what you once avoided. And that proof is gold, the kind of self-trust no motivational quote can replace. Start small. Speak when you'd rather stay quiet. Try when you're afraid to fail. Show up even when no one claps. Discomfort builds emotional muscle. It trains your nervous system to stay steady under pressure. At first, your body will resist, the pulse quickens, the palms sweat. But that's the sound of growth. That's how confidence is earned. Repetition inside discomfort. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward while fear walks beside you. If your week feels easy, your confidence hasn't grown. Real growth happens when your limits stretch, when you feel uncertain and step anyway. The more you expose yourself to challenge, the calmer you become. Eventually, what once felt terrifying starts to feel normal. You begin to crave challenge instead of avoiding it. And that shift, from fear to curiosity, is the mark of someone becoming unshakable. Chapter 9. Speak less, command. More powerful people don't rush to speak. They let silence do half the talking. When they finally open their mouths, people listen, not because of volume, but because of restraint. Most people talk to be heard. Confident people speak to create impact. They don't fill silence with explanations. They use silence as punctuation. Before you answer, pause, breathe. Then deliver your words like stones dropped in still water. Each one deliberate, each one meaningful. You don't have to explain everything. You have to say what matters and leave the rest unsaid. Silence builds anticipation. It forces attention. And attention is power. When you speak less, people lean in. They remember your words because you don't waste them. In conversation, don't fight for airtime. Earn it through calm clarity. Even disagreement delivered in quiet confidence commands more respect than loud insecurity. Listening is also leadership. When you listen deeply, you gather insight. You read tone, rhythm, hesitation, all clues to what's really being said. Then when you respond, your words cut sharper because they come from understanding, not reaction. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the one who doesn't need to be. Let your silence carry the weight your words use to beg for. Chapter 10. Turn rejection into power. Rejection feels personal, but it's not. It's data, feedback, a redirection dressed as pain. Every no you face contains a lesson, a refinement of skill, or a reminder that something better fits you. Most people take rejection as proof they're not enough. Confident people treat it as training. Each rejection strengthens resilience, sharpens awareness, and clears weak paths from your life. Ask yourself, after every no, what did this teach me? What can I adjust next time? What new direction does this open? If you never get rejected, you're not stretching far enough. If you get rejected often and keep moving, you're growing faster than most. Rejection is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every strong person you admire has a trail of closed doors behind them. The difference is, they didn't build a home in front of one. Let rejection shape you, not shrink you. Because each time life says no, it's asking, how much do you really want this? Your answer, through persistence, composure, and courage, becomes your proof of power. Rejection is not a verdict. It's a mirror showing you where to grow. And when you stop fearing it, you become unstoppable. Chapter 11. Detach from outcomes. The more tightly you cling to results, the more your peace depends on things you can't control. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about caring wisely. It means giving your best and then letting go. Because when you attach your self-worth to the outcome, every setback becomes a personal wound. But when you detach, setbacks become data, not identity. You can't control applause, algorithms, timing, or luck. You can control preparation, discipline, and integrity. And ironically, when you stop gripping so hard, you perform better. Your mind clears. Your decisions sharpen. You stop operating from fear and start operating from flow. Detach from needing to win, and you'll play more freely. Detach from needing approval, and your words become authentic. Detach from the idea that everything must work out, and you'll realize most of it already has. Confidence built on detachment is the strongest kind, because nothing external can shake it. You're no longer waiting for life to validate you. You are living from validation you already gave yourself. Freedom isn't getting everything you want. It's staying grounded even when you don't. Chapter 12. Set boundaries without apology. Confidence has a spine, and that spine is made of boundaries. You cannot feel powerful if you cannot say no. Boundaries are not walls, they are definitions. They tell the world where you end and where others begin. Without them, you leak energy, you breed resentment, and you end up blaming people for crossing lines you never drew. Say no without explanation, no without guilt, no because your peace is expensive. The wrong people will call it selfish. The right people will call it clarity. You don't owe anyone constant access to your time, your attention, or your emotions. Every no to something small becomes a yes to something greater. Every clear boundary strengthens self-respect. Every time you protect your focus, your future thanks you. If someone pushes against your line, you don't have to argue. You just enforce it, calmly, consistently, quietly. Power isn't in the announcement, it's in the follow-through. Boundaries are like muscles, weak at first, but they strengthen with repetition. And once you learn to protect your energy, you'll wonder why you ever lived without them. Chapter 13. Stand calm in chaos. Confidence isn't tested in comfort, it's revealed in chaos. Anyone can feel powerful when the world cooperates. The real question is, who are you when everything goes wrong? In chaos, most people speed up, talk louder, and lose control. But calmness, real, grounded calmness, is the loudest signal of power. It tells everyone watching, I'm not panicking, I'm processing. When pressure hits, slow down. Breathe deeper. Drop your shoulders. Lower your tone. Move slower, not faster. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs of command. Even if you don't know the solution yet, act like you can find it. Your calm creates space for clarity to enter. Panic chokes wisdom. Patience invites it in. Be the person whose energy others lean on when things fall apart, not because you have all the answers, but because you've trained yourself not to crumble. That kind of composure doesn't come from luck. It comes from deliberate practice, from facing discomfort again and again until your nervous system learns, I can handle this. Calm is not passive. It's active control. It's dangerous confidence in motion. Chapter 14. Train until skill becomes certainty. True, confidence isn't talk, it's competence. You don't fake it till you make it. You build it till you own it. Every skill you master becomes a pillar under your self-belief. Every repetition carves away fear and replaces it with familiarity. And familiarity breeds calm, the kind of calm that looks like confidence from the outside. Pick one skill that moves your life forward: communication, leadership, strategy, design, persuasion, creativity, and train like a craftsman. Give it time, patience, and deliberate effort. Focus on micro improvements, 1% each day. Record yourself, review your mistakes, fix one thing at a time. Confidence built from competence cannot be taken away. You don't need hype. You don't need constant praise. You just know. Because you've seen yourself handle it before. Compliments fade, certainty stays. And that certainty, earned through practice, becomes the quiet backbone of dangerous confidence. Chapter 15. Live as if you need nothing. The highest level of confidence is freedom from need. When you no longer crave validation, attention, or constant reassurance, you move differently. You still enjoy love, success, and recognition, but you are not dependent on them. You choose. You don't chase. You give. You don't beg. You walk through the world complete, not searching. Neediness repels, but self-completion attracts. Because people can feel the difference between wanting connection and depending on it to feel whole. When you stop needing everything, you begin to receive more than you ever imagined. because your energy shifts from desperation to abundance. You stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "Who can I be?" That is the final stage of confidence, the point where external noise fades and your peace becomes self-sustaining. Conclusion: the calm power within confidence isn't a mask, it isn't a shout, it isn't even a feeling that comes and goes. It's a way of being, a way of moving through life with quiet certainty. You've learned to stop explaining yourself. You've trained your inner voice. You've replaced apology with clarity and validation seeking with self-respect. You've learned to listen more, speak less, and trust the silence between words. You've faced discomfort, built discipline, and practiced until skill turned into certainty. And now you understand. Confidence isn't about being seen. It's about being centered. The world will still test you. People will still misunderstand you. Circumstances will still shift without warning. But through it all, your foundation remains the same: calm, grounded, unshaken. You will not chase noise. You will not react to chaos. You will stand steady, speak slowly, move deliberately, and let your presence do the talking. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were meant to be: strong, focused, and free. When you react to nothing, nothing can control you. When you need nothing, everything essential comes to you naturally. That is dangerous confidence, the quiet, steady, undeniable power within. Carry it, live it, and let the world feel it.